Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly forecast for March 18th through the 24th. This is going to be a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to see what's coming up for you in the week ahead regarding money, career, family life, spiritual development, messages from Spirit, messages from the angels, all that good stuff. Okay, love is done separately on my channel, so if you're looking for a love reading, I'll have a link in the description of this video that will take you to the love readings if you want to watch love readings after this one. But this is going to be all the other important areas of your life for the week ahead. Alright, Sagittarius, let's get right into it. I'm using a brand new deck this week with gorgeous pictures. So I want you to focus on the pictures and the cards and see what jumps out at you as a message. I want you to take this general reading and try to make it your own in that way. Alright, so let's get your Monday, Tuesday. Oopsie. Your Wednesday, Thursday. And your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alright. Let's see what's gone. Beautiful springy deck. I really love this. Spring, first day of spring equinox is March 20th. Same day as the Libra full moon. We will get into that in just a moment. So here is your first card for the week, Gemini, for Monday, Tuesday. You have shift your energy. Shift your energy. So there's some changes coming in. And so I feel that what is happening, Sagittarius, is as we're coming into the Libra full moon on Wednesday, typically we'll begin to feel the full moon energy 3 days before. Now, this one hasn't been a doozy, and a lot of us have been feeling the energy for a while. We've been feeling it for a while, like since last week. But I feel, Sagittarius, kind of what's going on, and this is a way that I'm getting. Like, I'm seeing this person, and they're kind of up in the clouds. They're in a positive place, but they're kind of looking down here at the corner, like, ooh, what's going on over there? So I feel like some of you, and this is just the way the picture looks at me now. I might pull this card in another reading and it'll look to me a different way. But that's the way I'm seeing it for you guys. And so I feel like as this full moon energy is coming in and as the Mercury retrograde is coming in, some of you have people in your life who are not as advanced as you or who aren't as in positive energy as you. And they might be just losing their mind over things they're seeing in the news or just arguments within themselves, and there might be bickering. And I just like the way how this person's like, you know what? I'm going to stay up here with the happy little clouds, and I'm going to keep all the flowers in my head and these happy little birds and butterflies and stuff. I'm not going to go over there because whatever's happening over there doesn't seem like it's going to be much good or it's going to bring much happiness. And that smoke just blew over as confirmation. So I really feel that a lot of you are distancing yourselves from a situation. Somebody might try to pull you in to take their side. Somebody might be like, hey, Sagittarius, don't you think it's unfair that this person's doing this? Or, hey, Sagittarius, doesn't this person always do this? Don't they always do this? And you're saying, you know what? I'm not getting involved in that. I'm just not getting involved in that. So you're staying out of it. You're staying out of it, and you are flying off to like a higher vibration. Another thing that this time around is jumping out at me is this ring. Okay? This ring on this hand. It's going to mean different things to different ones of you. What it makes, and that smoke just started blowing over like crazy. What it makes me think of is my own little ring. I've got this little ring here, and this is like my power ring. This is the ring that the universe just kind of had fall in my lap inside of a little antique shop in Pasadena that was not even on display. It was those angel wings there, the opal, which is my birthstone. It was just perfect. It was absolutely perfect, and it was not even on display, and it's an antique ring, and the guy behind the counter was just like, oh, what are you looking for a ring for? And I was like, oh, I'm going to do my first ever tarot card event where I'm going to be reading tarot in public for the first time, and I just felt like I needed a ring, and I'm doing like angel messages and stuff, and he's like, oh, I know the perfect ring, and he got a key, and he unlocked this door, and he pulled out a box, and got another key, and unlocked the box. It was like a very magical moment. So for some of you, and maybe, you know, for some of you, it's in that way where you're embarking on something new, where it's making you feel good, or it's making you feel like you're putting beauty out in some way. So you're taking some step into a new journey, because it made me think of my ring. But For other ones of you, it could be a ring in terms of an engagement, you know, or it could be a ring in terms of commitment where you're disconnecting from somebody else's drama and you're focusing on a relationship and starting your own life or your own family or stabilizing your relationship with an existing partner, although I'm not focusing specifically on love in this reading. For some of you, it could be you have in-laws that are making drama. And you're like, you know what? I'm not going to let them pull me into this. I'm not going to let them pull me into this. I'm staying out of it. That's their family. That's their mess. I will let them deal with it. But, you know, see, you're keeping those clear and happy thoughts. Oh, you're keeping those clear and happy thoughts. See those flowers? You're choosing to put positive things in your mind. And that's a very positive shift. Your Monday, Tuesday here is contemplation. I love this card. I love this little look on her face. It's adorable. It's adorable. This is really cool to me because I feel like with this card, in the middle of the week, as we're coming into the full moon in Libra and the truths are being revealed in the political scheme of things, in the global scheme of things, in your personal life, in your family life, lots of truths are going to begin coming out. And I'm not saying all of it's going to happen on Wednesday, bang, boom, everything is like chaos, but there's going to be things coming out over the next 30 days and through the remainder of the springtime. And for some of you, some of the things that are coming out in media or some of the things that are being revealed to you about the people in your life or even realizations that you're having about yourself are making you see life in a very different way. It's kind of blowing your mind. You're coming out of a limited way of thinking and see like this butterfly crown here to me. This is like a transformation of the way that you looked at the world, the way that you see your possibilities. It's almost like you're coming out of this darkness. You're coming into a personal renaissance. You're coming out of a personal dark ages and into your own little personal renaissance of artistic things and creativity and new beliefs and joy and spiritual connection. You're also becoming a lot more brave, Sagittarius. A lot of you are breaking a cycle of fear. Now, Sagittariuses, you guys are kind of known as being pretty bold or like, you know, being able to let loose, right? But there may be other ways in which, like, sometimes for some people, not everybody, okay? So don't get mad at me and don't say I'm not inauthentic, because I don't mean it in a mean or mean way. But it's like sometimes it feels safer to take on a very bold persona and just do really out there things, or like really be in the moment. But like the really vulnerable stuff, like the really emotional stuff, or the things that we really think, or the things that we feel really passionate about, that can feel scarier to put out there. Sometimes it could be easier to like say I'm gonna be silly and jump up on a table and dance, and it's hilarious and you're not embarrassed about doing that. But if it came down to really opening up and laying down your heart and soul, like that could be terrifying. So a lot of you are coming into a new relationship with that aspect of things, and a lot of you are opening up massive doors for emotional intimacy in your life. Emotional intimacy, to really just have people that you can be close with and open up your heart and share ideas. Some of you are really coming into beautifying your life and beautifying your surroundings. Some of you may have some ideas where you're like, you know what, I'm looking around at my wardrobe, or I'm looking around at my room, and this just isn't me anymore, and I want to get rid of this stuff. I want to donate it. I want it to go to people that can use it. You know, I have some good memories, but it's just not me anymore. I want to pass it on to somebody else, and I want to bring in some new energy. So there's this complete rebirth happening for a lot of you. And the beautifying your life for me jumped out here with these flowers, the courage from you with the lions, right? But it's going to be different for different ones of you, okay? Transferring your thoughts, or the way that you look at things, was from the butterfly cloud. But look at the images and the colors. What is popping out at you? What do you think of when you look at that thing? Because this is a way in which you can also personally connect with spirit during this reading and pull very specific messages for you. So let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments what you're seeing. Ooh, God, I love the artwork. I love the artwork in this deck. This is the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday card. This is empowerment, Sagittarius. So a lot of you are coming into that courage. And you know what I love about this card? There's like this slight element of sexiness, because there's like the the bare shoulder, and the way the shoulders just kind of like, you know, curled up, and you know, there's a little bit of like a sensual or playful or sexual energy there. For me, that's how I'm seeing it. You may see it differently, but the message that I'm taking away from here, and this sun shining, this beautiful sun shining down and like casting that light over the shadow, what I am seeing as this is popping out to me, a lot of you Sagittarius, again, this is not a love reading, but still it's coming up, so I have to say it. A lot of you Sagittarius are coming over fears about relationships, and for some of you, it will be romantic. Some of you Sagittarius have really been editing yourself, because you're like, if people saw the deep inside me, even though you might not be like completely and totally in your shell, and you might be a confident person in a lot of the ways, you may still have really been watering yourself down. You may still have really been editing yourself, because you might have felt like, look, if people really saw me, they wouldn't be able to handle this. Like, they would think that I was too harsh, or too bold, or too out there, or too this, or too that. And you're beginning to realize and see how all of those things that you've been hiding are actually what make you very beautiful and very magnetic and very interesting, right, and worth pursuing. So a lot of you are beginning to realize that the things that you saw as weaknesses or oddities are really strengths and things of beauty. Therefore, there's like that playfulness or that sexiness. But this still looks like a very powerful person. This still looks like a person that I wouldn't want to mess with. I wouldn't want to mess with this person. They look like they would give it right back to me, if not 10 times more. But they also look like they could be really cool. Like, wow, what a majestic, interesting, inspiring being. I would really love to get to know this being. I would really love to pick their brain. I would really love to spend time with them, and I would really love to admire their beauty, but I'm not going to cross them. I'm not going to mess with them. So it's that kind of energy, Sagittarius. A lot of you are coming into that very, very, very healthy, powerful balance that so many people strive for, and that's a huge accomplishment. Okay, watch your moon sign and rising sign videos too, because this is going to be different for different ones of you, right? Moon sign and rising sign are going to be bringing in for you any messages outside of this sun sign message. So whatever's happening in your moon, whatever's happening in your rising that might be affecting you, that'll be a good way to figure out those energies. And this one didn't focus too much on finances, so maybe you might pull that from your moon, sun, or rising sign video. When I read in this message, this is what it was. There's other signs where it was just all about money. So I just, whatever comes to me and whatever I hear, I say. So you might want to check out your moon, sun, and rising sign, because some of those videos may have more information regarding business or money. But you guys seem to be going through this massive spiritual growth and coming into your own, and really being like liberated in a lot of ways. That seems to be the theme for you guys this week. But again, check out your moon and rising for more info, and then check out your love readings. I'm gonna do the mid-month love updates in a couple of days over the weekend. Those will be up soon. I just did a pick a card, which a viewer gave me a great idea for a pick a card reading. So let me know if you have ideas for pick a card readings or meditations, and I will begin doing them. I will get them out there at least once a week. Thank you so much, guys, for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I know this is typically the time I pull an angel message, but I'm doing the angel messages daily now, okay? So instead of getting 1 angel message a week, you're going to get 7 angel messages a week, all right? And they're very quick. They're not very long, so they're not going to take, a huge chunk out of your day to check them out. I keep them between 5 and 10 minutes. But just a quick little daily angel message, and that seems to be going over well. Like, people have been appreciating that daily little push, that daily little encouragement. All right, my darlings, thank you so much for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I am still available for private readings. I am booked until May, but it'll come before you know it. March is halfway gone. We'll be there before we know it. And I appreciate you all so much. Sending you so much love and so much light. All the best.